So hi guys, this is the um, summary of the I'm going to discuss the summary of the chapter 11, which is entitled Build a Small Network. So after this chapter, we have considered the services that a data network can provide to the human network. So examine the features of each layer of the OSI model and the operates of TCP and IP protocols, and look into the details of the Ethernet and universal LAN technology. So the next step is to learn how to assemble these elements together in functioning network can be maintained. So for the network design, so for a network design, small network topology. So the majority of business are small, so it is not surprising that the majority of network are also small. So a typically small business network so is like um have just one router or just one switch or so with a managing a small network requires many of the same skills. So as those for managing a larger one. So the majority of work is focused on the maintaining and troubleshooting of existing equipment. So as well as securing device and information on the network. So the management of this small network is either done by an employee of the company or a person contacted by the company depending on the size and the type of business. So, um, when selecting the type of intermediate devices, there are a number of factors that need to be considered. So the first one is the cost. So the cost of a switch or router is determined by its capacity and features. So the device capacity includes the number of types and ports available and backplane speed. And the other factors that impact the cost are network management capabilities. So embedded security technologies and optional advanced switching technology. So the speed and types of ports interfaces. So choosing the number of type of ports on a router or switch is a critical decision. Newer computers have built-in 1 GBs or NICs. Other are 10 GBs or ports are already included with some workstation and server. So when it's more expensive, choosing layer device that can accommodate increased speeds allows the network to evolve without replacing central devices. So expandability, network device come in both fixed and modular physical um, configurations. So fixed configuration have the specific number and types of ports or interface. Modular devices have expansion slots that provides flexibility to add new modules as requirements evolves. So, and for the next one is the network security. So in the network security, we have the information theft, we have the data loss and manipulation, and the identity theft and disruption of services. So for the information theft, this is a breaking into computer to obtain confidential information. So information can be used or sold for various purposes. So example, stealing an organization's property information such as research and development information. So that is considered as information theft. And for the data loss manipulations, this is breaking into computer to destroy or alter data records. So example of data loss is sending a virus to reformat a computer hard drive. Example of data manipulation, it's breaking into a record system to change information such as price of an item. And for the identity thief, it is a form of application that where personal information is stolen for the purpose of taking over. So taking over someone's identity. So, using this information, an individual could obtain legal documents, apply for credit, and make an authorized online purchase. So, identity theft is growing problem costing billions of dollars per year. For the last one, we have the disruption of service. So, this is preventing legitimate users from accessing services to which they should be entitled. So, example of denial of service is attacks on service, networks, devices, or and network communication leaks. So, whether wired or wireless, computer networks are essential to everyday activities. So individual organizations alike depend on their computers and networks. So instructions or intrusions by an unauthorized person can result in costly network outage and loss of work. So attacks on a network can be devastating and can result in a loss of time and money due to damage or uh, theft of important information or assets. So we have now the basic network performance. So for the basic network performance, like using ping commands is an effective way, like interpreting ping results. So using the ping commands, it is an effective way to test connectivity. So the ping commands uses the internet control message protocol, or the ICMP, and verifies layer 3 connectivity. So the ping command will not always pinpoint the nature of problem, but it can help to identify the source of problem. So an important first step is troubleshooting a network failure. So, and for the extended ping, so the Cisco iOS offers an extended mode of the ping command. So this mode is entered by typing ping in privileged exec mode without destination IP address. So like pressing enter, accept the indicated default values. So the example is so the source address for standard ping would be the IP address that is written. So by doing this, the network administrator can verify the, for example, router 1 and router 2 has route to, for example, 10.1.1.0 and the 24 subnet mask. So the ping IPv6 command is used for IPv6 and extended pings. For the next one, we have the network troubleshooting. So the basic troubleshooting approach approaches. So network problems can be simple or complex and can result from combination of hardware, software, and connectivity issues. So technician must be able to analyze the problem and determine the cause of the error before they can resolve the network issue. So this process is called troubleshooting. So a common and efficient troubleshooting methodology is based on scientific method and can be broken into six main steps. So the um resolve or is like escalate. So, in some situations, it may be responsible to resolve the problem immediately, and problem should be escalated when it requires a manager's decision. So, some specific expertise or network access level unavailable to the troubleshooting technician. So, for example, after troubleshooting, the technician concludes a router module should be replaced. So, this problem should be escalated for manager approval. So, the manager may have to escalate the problem again, as it may require the financial department's approval before a new model can be purchased. So that's so all in all, so Cisco iOS configuration files such as startup config or running config should be archived. So these files can be saved to the text file or stored on the TFTP server. So some models of routers also have a USB port, and file can be backed up to a USB drive. So if needed, the files can be copied to the router and or switch from TFTP server or USB drive. So that's all for the summary of chapter 11. So I hope you guys learn in this chapter and from how I summarize this chapter. So thank you guys again for watching.